Two editing giants, one showdown. Final Cut Pro versus Filmora. Which one really delivers? On the left, Final Cut Pro, the pro-level editor for Mac. On the right, Filmora, easy, creative editing anywhere. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result in 2025 might not be what you expect. All right, here's a quick mind map for what we're comparing today. Let me break it down for you. We've got price, user-friendliness, platform support, editing power, AI features, social content and templates, and solid performance. I'm walking you through each one so you know exactly which suits your workflow best. Let's kick things off with price. So, Final Cut Pro. You pay once, $299.99, and that's it. No subscription, no recurring fees. Sounds good, right? But hey, $300 upfront can feel pretty steep, especially if you're just testing the waters. No option for a low monthly plan or anything. Now, Filmora is way more flexible here. You can try it free, yeah, watermark, but still. Grab a lifetime license for $50, or hey, $9.99 a month if you want to keep it casual. Of course, subscriptions can kind of creep up on you cost-wise, but honestly, for anyone watching their budget, Filmora's got the edge. Moving on, user-friendliness. Here's the thing with Final Cut Pro. If you're a professional or like super comfortable with editing, you'll love how its timeline works. Magnetic, snappy, but beginners? Man, you might be staring at the screen for a while. Not a lot of hand-holding, and automation is kind of minimal. Filmora, though, it's made for folks who want to drag, drop, and get to the fun stuff. It learns fast. There's loads of templates, and everything feels beginner-friendly. You aren't going to produce the next Marvel movie with it, sure, but honestly, for jumping in without a headache, Filmora takes this round easy. Let's talk platform support now. Final Cut Pro, classic Apple move, it's Mac only. So if you're on Windows or you want to edit on anything else, sorry, you're out. But it totally shines on Mac, if that's your thing. Filmora, way more open. It runs on Windows, Mac, even iOS and Android. You want to edit a TikTok on your phone, finish it on your laptop, no problem. Only thing missing is Linux, but let's be real, most people won't care. So for cross-device flexibility, Filmora kinda wins hands down. Oh, and here's something cool I bet you didn't know. Final Cut Pro has some serious Hollywood cred. It was actually used to edit films like The Social Network and X-Men Days of Future Past. Imagine busting out Oscar-worthy chops from your bedroom. Anyway, back to the showdown. Editing power. Now this is where things shift. Final Cut Pro is absolutely wild for stuff like multicam editing, fancy color grading, handling 8K monster files, all those pro formats like ProRes and RAW, and even has things like object tracking and voice isolation. If you're making anything cinematic, this is what the pros use. The catch? It can feel overwhelming if you just want to splice vlogs or Instagram reels. Filmora comes packed with AI goodies. Smart cutout, green screen, keyframing, a huge effect library, and yeah, it totally slays for social stuff and quick content. But if you start craving deep control, high-end color work, or like industry standard features, you'll hit a wall. So this one goes to Final Cut Pro with a big gap for serious editors. Now, AI features. This is crazy. Final Cut Pro has smart stuff, object tracking, isolating voices, but honestly, compared to what's come out lately, it looks kind of old school. Filmora, it's been doubling down on AI. You've got text-to-video, dynamic captions, voice cloning, which is insane, AI music, and even things like auto-editing short clips. Sometimes AI messes up and you have to double-check, but for sheer automation, it's Filmora all day. Ready for social content and templates? If you're all about speed, creativity, and trends, Filmora is like, I got you. There's loads of built-in templates, transitions, social media optimization, and scheduling features, so your content looks pro without spending hours tweaking. Final Cut Pro, though, is more like build it yourself. You can create manual templates, but there aren't many pre-made options or tools for blasting straight out to socials. So for anyone pumping out content across TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, Filmora is the clear winner. Performance. Here's where things get interesting again. Final Cut Pro is legendary on Mac, especially with Apple Silicon. I mean, fast rendering, smooth playback, just buttery. But you do need a newer Mac to make it sing. Older ones will kind of chug. Filmora runs great on mid-range gear, and it's super efficient for quick, short videos. perfect for social and basic edits. But try stuffing in a massive project or fancy effects, you'll notice things slow down. If you want muscle for huge edits, Final Cut Pro clinches this round. Okay, coming up on the radar chart, you'll catch the clear pattern. Filmora is cruising ahead in all the convenient, social-first, and AI-driven stuff. Final Cut Pro spikes when it comes to raw editing power and performance, but Filmora dominates the rest. So if you're mapping this stuff visually, Filmora's shape just looks more well-rounded, unless you live and breathe pro editing. So what do I think? If you're starting out, making social content, or just want something fast and creative, Filmora is honestly the easiest pick. You get tons of features without feeling lost, and you can use it anywhere, which is huge. But if you're going all in on filmmaking, need the nitty-gritty control, and you're proud of your Mac, Final Cut Pro is unbeatable for serious projects. Alright, if this helped you figure out which video editor might be your next move, save this breakdown or share it with someone who's stuck deciding. My advice? Try the free trial first, see what clicks, and then dive in. Happy editing!